Johns Island, an island in Charleston, South Carolina, which is one of the largest islands in the country. Johns Island is bordered by Wadmalaw, Seabrook, Kiowa, Edisto, Folly, and James Islands. The island is deeply rooted in rich history and culture. Johns Island, which is a part of the Sea Islands, is well known for the Gullah Geechee culture, a unique culture that is rich in language, arts, music, food, and most importantly, spiritual expression. Somewhere on Johns Island, Slash Road to be exact, there was a dark-skinned man named Mr. Lewis Papa Gathers. During the early 1800s, photography was limited, so there are no pictures of Papa. He had two other sisters, Martha and Sarah. Papa was a hard-working man. He was a farmer and would sell his produce at the market. Eventually, he worked for Limehouse Produce. Papa died in 1958 and is buried in the cemetery at Wesley United Methodist Church. Behind every great man is an even greater woman. Not too far behind Papa was his wife, Mrs. Diana Mama Gathers. Mama was born to Charles and Elvira Chisholm. Mama was described by many as a big-boned woman of short stature. Although she was short, she was powerful and didn't mind speaking her mind. Mama had a nurturing spirit and took care of her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Mama would dress to kill. She would accessorize every outfit with her pearl necklace, earrings, and you can't forget her wig. Not only did Mama enjoy attending church, but she was also a traveler. She loved to travel to downtown Charleston and Saul Legree Road on James Island to visit her family members. There are many close relatives, including the Chisholms, Stanyard, Wright, Grant, and Dees families. She would also walk from Slash Road to North Edenville Road. Mama died on August 2nd, 1984, and is also buried in Wesley's Cemetery. Mama's father, Charles, was a slave and fought on horseback. Charles and Mama's brother Frank purchased 15 acres of land on Slash Road. During that time, Slash was known as Whaley because it was owned by the Whaley family. A few years later, Frank purchased an additional 15 acres of land in the same area. This property is still home to various family members. The legacy of Lewis and Diana continued to live on through their daughter, Mrs. Ella Bessie Gathers Pinckney, a woman of justice, peace, and most importantly, a woman of God. She was a quiet woman, but she knew how to get the job done.
Well, Grandmama came out that closet and she made her way back to the living room. And everybody was just singing and praising the Lord. The children had gotten happy. The white lady.
Johns Island's rich history has ties to the civil rights movement, specifically the Medical College Hospital strike of 1969. The Medical College today is known as Medical University of South Carolina. Various family members participated in this 100-day strike for better wages, including Ella Bessie Pinckney. Johns Island has a unique educational history. There were several schoolhouses on Johns Island. Most schoolhouses had 1 to 2 rooms. There was Miller Hill School near River Road, Hot Gap School, which was built near Plow Ground Road, and Mount Zion Elementary on River Road. There was also a mobile library service for the rural areas starting in the 1930s that was sponsored through the Charleston County Library. Education was and still is important to our family. From 1992 to 1995, Bessie attended the prime literacy class on Johns and Wadmalaw Islands. Education continues to be held of high standard to this family. Currently, Johns Island continues to thrive and flourish in so many ways. The island is still home to a good portion of our family, and we have family members who still live on Slash Road. The rich history of Johns Island continues to live on through the descendants of Lewis and Diana Gathers.